As he took off for the United Nations General Assembly in New York, Iran's president gave a preview of the likely message he was taking to world leaders.
Undoubtedly, the Islamic Republic of Iran does not overlook this crime. It is clear to us to which group they belong and to where they are linked. Those who repeat claims about respecting human rights must be held accountable. The small puppet countries that we see in the region are backed by America, and the United States is provoking them and giving them the necessary capabilities to commit these crimes.
Saturday's attack in Ahvaz is having a ripple effect internationally. Iran's foreign ministry summoned the British, Danish, and Dutch envoys and accused their governments of harboring members of separatist groups Iran accuses of attacks inside the country. And tweets by a political scientist based in the United Arab Emirates exposed Iran's fraught relationship with the Emiratis. Abdul Khalik Abdullah said it was not a terrorist attack because the parade was a legitimate military target, even though civilians were among the casualties. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman said Iran warned the Charge d'Affaires of the United Arab Emirates that open support of terrorist operations from people affiliated with Emirati officials is the responsibility of the government, and being indifferent about this is unacceptable. Senior Iranian military officers are blaming Saudi Arabia, while President Hassan Rouhani says the United States is intent on supporting ethnic Arab separatists to create instability inside his country.
I mean, they can confront us all they want. The problem is they don't like the fact that we've called them out. We've called them out for ballistic missile testing. We've called them out for their support of terrorism. We've called them out for their arms sales, and they don't like it. And not only that, the worst of all, we stopped the hundreds of billions of dollars that were going to them and allowing them to do these violations. And so their economy is plummeting. The deals that they had are falling apart, and they're getting desperate.
While Rouhani is expected to use his time at the United Nations to raise what he describes as America's numerous violations of international law, the attack in Ahvaz will no doubt influence Iran's message.
The
Supreme Leader is upset at the activities of countries in the Persian Gulf, especially Saudi Arabia and the UAE, who are playing the role of bad cop in the region. Even groups inside Iran that carried out attacks or were arrested before an attack, their confessions are very clear. They themselves confessed that they are trained in Saudi Arabia or the UAE.
A day of mourning's been declared across the country, and grieving families are preparing funerals. Iran's foreign ministry said government sponsors of separatist groups cannot hide their role, and military leaders warn they reserve the right to respond against attackers and their backers. An indication of how angry Iranian leaders are came by way of a statement from the chief of Iran's armed forces. Major General Mohammad Bagheri said his country is determined, now more than ever, to hunt down terrorists anywhere in the world and wipe them out. Zein Basravi, Al Jazeera, Tehran.